My name is Alyssa LeMay. I'm from Fort Myers, Florida, and we are doing a rally at the Capitol of Florida to protest against the anti-drag bill and all the anti-trans bills.
For me, it feels like a personal attack on our lifestyle and what we've grown to know and what we built over the years. It turns into basically something that we do as an art form, just as any musician or any artist does. They're attacking what we love to do and what gives us peace and our own little safe space.
Just like any form of art, there's a whole variety of the spectrum that's presented, and to generalize it all into such a niche category that honestly is a false fear really affects us for sure, because it is attacking our livelihoods, it's attacking our lifestyles and our culture for sure.
It's basically just taking our jobs away, pretty much.
Our jobs and our art.
A really big sad part of it is the fact that it's been criminalized before.
Yeah.
We had to get out of that. And now to see that it is not just taking away something that we've gotten to know, but like it's taking money out of our pockets from our art form that we have gotten to express and get to know doing. Any performer can do any show and show as much as they want to on their stage. They decide to go see that show. Why can't we put our own show? I think what is feared the most is that by not having to abide by a capitalist way of living, they're finding ways to criminalize us for being able to express ourselves freely, and not just by really mode of advertisement.
And as a married gay man that does drag, it's said they take away drag, which is something so important to us. What else is that important that they're going to take away from us? I've been married for 3 years, and I feel like after my drag is taken, then my marriage will be taken away. So it's like my human rights that I deserve is being taken away from me.
It's a slippery slope.
If we don't speak up and do what we're doing now, it doesn't stop with drag. It doesn't stop with what we're doing now. They're coming for everything. So we have to speak out and defend the things that are at the baseline of our community and the baseline of our culture. Like music. There's music that's appropriate for children and there's music that's not appropriate for children. Same with drag. There's drag that's appropriate for children and there's drag that's not appropriate for children. And we know that.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. So let us be vigilant, but never afraid. Never afraid. So, with that being said, I'm going to talk to you in drag queens terms. If you drop some shit in this here park, you pick your shit up, okay? No, I'm just kidding. The park has been very nice. We want to thank Cascade Parks. They have been exceptionally well here. They went through all of the measures to make sure that we are accommodated. They were accessible to us. And, you know, when you think you're coming into some hostile territory, there's a lot of stuff that's circling and swarming around. But I want to let you know here in Tallahassee, I felt the love this moment Chrissy and I landed here, okay? So the people here in this park, they believe in equality, they believe in equal rights, and we're very happy to be a part of Cascade Parks at this particular moment. Thank you, Cascade Parks. I know many of you are very afraid of what may happen, and I'm here to tell you that whatever happens, we're going to be okay, because we're family. We're okay. So, we've got a couple of people who are going to... Oh my God, Fort Lauderdale's here! Yeah! So we've got a couple of speakers that are going to energize us and make us motivated. Not that you already aren't. And when we finish, we're going to go in the sun because that way we can get a great picture, okay? Y'all know it's all about optics. I want you to stream. I want you to take pictures. I want you to let this great state of Florida, hell, let the United States know that we are in Tallahassee. We ain't taking no shit no more, okay?
This was tough to write, I'll tell you that. My first prayer had a lot of fucks and motherfuckers in it. I'm probably the only Catholic priest you know that has done drag in 2005. So it's very So as Darcel said, God of many names and titles, you know our hearts where our foes are concerned. We pray today for those who curse us, hate us, despitefully use us, slander our names and persecute us for righteousness' sake. We are filled with doubts about their motives and their actions, yet at the same time we acknowledge that you alone know how to read their souls, and you alone are the judge of all. We come to you today in humility and needlessness. Left to ourselves, we can never exercise true charity. We will always fall short, as we can never see the whole picture. Only you can see that. The Quran, the Torah, the Bible assures us that no purpose of yours can ever be thwarted. No evil, as we have seen here take place so far in this legislative session, can ever defeat you or overthrow your designs. Help us to keep that in mind as we pray. Help our governor and legislatures to think twice before they express aversion towards others. Help them realize that just as they are children of the Creator who loves unconditionally, that all of our LGBTQIA brothers and sisters are also children of that same Creator. When we see injustice happen via our governmental agencies, give us the resolve and ability to stand up and fight back, just as you did for us in honor 33 years. Just as our drag sisters did on that dark day at Stonewall. Just as many have done over the decades, some giving their lives for the cause of equality and diversity. Help our governor and legislature realize that when they fight against us, they are fighting against you, who has called and chosen each one of us by name and loves each one of us by name. Creator God, Mother, Father of all, we pray for our enemies presently in our legislature and for our governor. We unclench our fists and release the energy we've expended in distrusting them to trusting you, to take care of them in ways we never can. To the best of our ability, we pray you bestow your blessings on those we don't like, we don't agree with, we don't want to associate with, the ones we want to tell the fuck off. We ask you to bring us all, your children, into the family you, not governmental authorities, envision to be. A family united, unconditional love and peace and joy. In the words of St. Thomas More, make us save souls in heaven together. Abba God, we pray for their souls, that they be delivered and healed in body, mind, and spirit, and realize that they must use as their basis the Constitution of this state, and not the Quran, the Torah, or the Bible to govern us, to make their decisions, as they are not many gods or many Jesuses. Thank you, Mother, Father, for hearing our prayer, and as a great modern prophet says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell can you love somebody else?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justin Light, and I would like to welcome you all to Tallahassee. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm thrilled that we're all here. It's unfortunate that the circumstances that we're all gathered here, but what is community without unity? So, thank you all for showing up. Drag is many things to many entertainers. A few examples include an art form, a career, an outlet, a safe place. Drag brings joy, laughter, memories, and most importantly, it benefits the LGBTQ+ community. Many entertainers use their platforms to give back to the community. A lot of us are drag parents and mentors teaching the young LGBTQ adults how to be queer when they had no role models from home. We teach them how to survive. once they get past that 18 mark, and sometimes even before that. Ohana means family. Nobody's left behind and nobody's forgotten. The HB 1423 bill is a direct attack on our community. The GOP's reasoning behind it is absurd and offensive towards not just drag entertainers, but the LGBTQ plus community as a whole. I've been doing drag for 6 years all over Northwest Florida, and I can't name a single drag entertainer that has ever harmed a child. I have seen entertainers produce shows specifically designed for children to enjoy. All I've seen at those shows are smiling, clapping, and gushing children to take a picture or give a tip to an entertainer. This bill isn't about protection for children. It's about censorship because they don't want to see us living our lives as who we are. Drag has never harmed a child, but you know what has harmed children? Guns, people in religious authority positions, bad parenting, the foster care systems in place, not having access to proper health care, deportation, the Don't Say Gay bill, parents trying to force their kids to be someone that they are not. That's what harms children. If these people making these laws actually cared about children, they would focus on the real problems and not make it about us. So let's make this crystal clear. It is not about children. We have all gathered here today to show that the show must go on. The GOP cannot take away or censor a big part of our lives. As members of the LGBTQ plus community, we live every day uncomfortable. Many questions are always in the back of our minds lingering. There's not a single day we don't walk in a place thinking, am I going to get harassed for just being who I am? There's not a single time that we're out alone thinking, am I going to get beat up or killed for living my truth? Am I going to be able to get this job to live? Is my family ever going to accept me, or will I always be treated as an alien? These are just a few of the questions that linger in our mind. So we are constantly uncomfortable due to just the discrimination we face daily. I'm gonna pause for a second. Drag is the community's time to come together and fellowship with one another. A time we are safe from the discrimination. Seeing people at the shows lets us know that they are okay, that we're all here. That's why these shows are so important. These lawmakers would not last an hour in our heels, let alone a day. So I say to the GOP, be uncomfortable. Drag will not go anywhere. Do not mistake our laughter, tears, and smiles as weaknesses. They are our strength and our resilience. I want to close this with a video I was reminded with dealing with a Q&A portion involving two drag legends, Tina DeVore and Dana Douglas. Dana Douglas was asked a question by judge number 5, Tina DeVore, and Dana's response was exceptional at Miss Gay National 1995. The question Tina DeVore asked during the Q&A portion was, there are those within the gay community who say female impersonation perpetuates a negative stereotype that the gay movement cannot afford. As a professional female entertainer, how would you respond to this? Dana's answer was, as a professional female impersonator, I think that the art of female impersonation is something the gay community cannot afford to lose. It is a primary experience that we all enjoy in the gay entertainment industry. It stands out as a symbol of true gay entertainment. It pleases us, it makes us happy, and with the love of our Lord, we are successful at it. With that being shared, we shall continue being successful at drag and making the world a better place. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for listening to me. Let's march!
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Are you having a good time so far? Oh God, I gotta get out of like the nightlife mode right now. I'm about to start. Are you drinking? No. Are you exhausted? Who's exhausted? Who's running on no sleep right now? Put your hand up. but my favorite thing about drag and the gay community is how we can all come together like this. When you see so many people that share the same goal and share the same passion and share the same love for something all come together, it's really beautiful. Because for me, I just want to talk from the heart. Drag for me has opened my eyes to so many different types of people, so many different types of things that I never dreamed that I would be a part of. I grew up in around Largo. Does anyone know where Largo is in Florida? Girl, it's a bubble over there, okay? It is a bubble over there, and I'm thankful every day that I am gay, and I'm thankful every day that I live in Orlando, because Orlando has not just shown me who I am, but it's made me who I am. And I'm thankful every day for people like Darcel, and I'm thankful for all of you who support all of us. And honestly, it's just been a really, really great experience to see Orlando come together, to see all the different cities come together, the funds that we've raised, and it just shows how strong drag is, and they definitely fucked with the wrong people. Do not fuck with drag queens, because we are petty, bitch. Y'all should just dig into all those Republicans' dirty laundry and you put it right there on the internet, okay? I support that on Twitter. Thank you.
I love you, Axel. Axel Andrews! And ladies and gentlemen, from Gainesville, Natalia Dupree. Natalia! Yes, man. Come on, G-Ville. Come on, mama. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Gators!
When I say drag life, you say matter. Drag life. Drag life. Drag life. Drag life. When I say trans life, you say matter. Trans life. Trans life. Trans life. Trans life. Y'all, this is good. This is nice. Coming together right now is beautiful. But we got to start doing this when we're not together. We have to stand for each other when our backs are turned. We can't just stand when we're looking each other face to face. We have to stand when we're not in the same room. We have to stand. Trans women have been the backs that this community has stood on for years. We stand for everybody. You call us, we are coming. I want y'all to do the same thing when we're slain. Do the same thing when we are attacked. Come stand with us. It's important. We have to let the world know that we are unified. No unity, no community. I love y'all. We got to keep standing, and we have to stand together as a community, and we have to keep unity. Too much division is going on within our community. I love all of you. We need to start doing this more. Thank you.
Come on, G-Ville. Come on, G-Ville. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the Panhandle, where's Lauren? Lauren Mitchell. Come on, Miss Lauren. I've known Lauren well over 30 years. We grew up in Gainesville.
You go, Lauren!
This is fucking beautiful. But you know what? I'm here today because I need to do better. You need to do better. We need to do better as a community. Never before have each and every single one of us, from the newcomer to the one just doing makeup on Instagram to the ones on stage, have influence over the next generations that are following us.
Yes, God!
Yeah. You may never know this person, you never may see them in person, they see your picture, your video, you are now their idol and their inspiration, and you might have even saved their life. You have to do better. They can't say gay. There's no one for these next generation of kids to come to. There's no one for them to reach out to for help until they get out of they're home and out of high school and then they can go. But you have to be there. Be better. Because that one kid in high school who feels like they've lost everybody they love, and they have no way to get their emotions out or even to figure out who they are. And then they see a drag queen. And they start piecing things together. Then they come across it, they become friends. And let me tell you, I know from experience, you knock on somebody's door one day, and they don't even know that they saved your life. I know this from experience growing up in Florida. So we have to do better. And here to this day, that queen still does not know they saved my life. But they know today. They know today. So do better, because everybody in the world is watching you. From every state, every country, everywhere across the world is watching you. They're watching Silky in the Philippines. They're watching Darcel in Washington, D.C. They're watching everybody. So be better. Be the idol you need them to be, and stand up for those standards, because that's the only way we're going to survive as a community, and for some of us even survive. And I think that's all I've got.
Yes. We have one more space. Okay. My phone. Here we go. Oh, we got it. Go ahead.
My name is Jeff Christyko. We'll get it one of these days. And as Darcel said, for the last 8 years, I've helped out with leading and organizing Come Out With Pride, one of the largest prides in the Southeast. And like so many of our prides across Florida, across the country, it keeps getting larger and larger every year. And why is that? Why are prides becoming so popular? You know, it's really not a tough formula to crack. It's all about the swag. Lots and lots of free stuff. No. It's because it's an atmosphere of joy, of friendliness, acceptance, and the freedom to be our authentic selves without judgment. Sounds a lot better than a place where you're told how to think, where anything less than conformity is equality to treason. So we know our skeptics and our critics even, when they come to Pride, we've known them to change their tune. So today we may not be in the hundreds of thousands, but our purpose is still the same. We're here in solidarity. We're here at the Capitol because we do not back down when they come after our rights. And we will not be used as political pawns to divide our country. So, drag is the tip of the iceberg. We know this is one fight, but our entire LGBTQIA+ community is under attack, especially our trans and non-binary brothers and sisters, friends. They need our help more than ever. This is legislation that is depriving our community of our humanity. It is treating us like second-class citizens. Now, I will give credit, though, where credit is due. Whoever is writing some of these bills deserves a Pulitzer Prize because it is some of the most creative BS fiction I've ever read. I'll use an example, right from my home turf. Look at the governor's fight with Disney. So, yeah. Yesterday, this amendment was filed. Increased state oversight of, and I'm going to read this verbatim, I apologize, privately owned fixed guideway transportation systems operating in the state which are located within an independent special district created by local act which have boundaries within 2 contiguous counties. They don't say it, but everyone knows it's the monorail. It's the monorail. So how is this related? Legislators are saying bills don't target drag performances. They say, well, we're not specifically mentioning those words in these bills. We're not fooled. A wolf in sheep's clothing is still a threat to us. Extremists are making outrageously, patently false claims against our community and that we're grooming children. So why put these laws forth now? Here's why. Think back almost 2 decades ago. Gay marriage, it was a wedge issue that was weaponized by the right to rile the base and play exactly into people's fears. They said gay marriages would destroy straight marriages and the very utter fabric of society. Well, it's been the law of the land for 8 years now, and guess what? Straight marriages, they're fine. Society, it's fine. If there was a problem, we had probably raised the bar too high. I think some of those other weddings are really boring to go to now. So, in all of these years of drag queens entertaining the masses, it's odd that now the "won't somebody think of the children" argument only popped up recently. Isn't it a coincidence? Happening as politically ambitious individuals are gearing up for their campaigns. So they're happy to use children as a shield and us as evil scapegoats? Here's the truth. If they want to really protect kids, increase aid for those struggling with mental health. Focus making living here affordable for families. Honest to God, I'd say pass common sense gun reform so kids don't have to keep dying. The sheer hypocrisy. They want to make it illegal for a parent to take kids to an age-appropriate drag show? Where's the legislation to stop parents taking their kids to an R-rated movie? To a concert with explicit music and practically naked dancers? Where's that? They want to punish business owners holding successful, family-friendly drag brunches. Well, there's drag elements in historical literature. Should we stop letting people perform Shakespeare? So this is the party that claims they stand for freedom, only when it suits their needs and narrative. So, if they really cared about the kids, they would have paid attention in the last few months, hearings down the street, when our own youth shared heartbreaking stories about their struggles with bullying and even worse, how they've contemplated suicide. They just stood by and watched. So, why are they wanting to punish kids? Because right-wing extremists are nervous they're gonna lose control. Because here's the truth. Kids actually have something to teach adults. They grew up knowing there is nothing wrong with two people in the same gender who love each other. They grew up knowing how someone dresses is not a reflection or their measure or their contributions to society. They only think that way when they're taught how to hate. So, to wrap things up, it can be hard to stay optimistic these days. I get it. Definitely feels like there's always this constant attack, and Florida is seen as a joke sometimes to people around the world. But I come here as a proud Floridian. I'm not going to give up hope, and neither should all of you. Are our values. And as long as we don't lose sight, we're going to get through this and we're going to see a brighter tomorrow. So be visible, be loud, vote every election like your lives and your friends' lives depend on it. This is a fight. They're not going to drag us out. Because you know, hell have no fury like a couple hundred drag queens on this massive stage. So, I'm ready to march. Are you?
Let's show the world we're not going anywhere.
Key West, where are you? Key West! Fort Lauderdale. Oh my God. The mother drag. Tiffany Andres Earl. This is the mother of Florida drag, y'all. Rebound. Rebound. Mama's in the house. The mother of Florida.
Mama, thank you. I love you.
She will be speaking on the Capitol steps. West Palm Beach, are you here?
I'm behind you.
Okay. Miss Velvet Lenore, thank you. Naples, Florida, come get your flag. Fort Myers, come get your flag.
Hey, how have you been?
Kissimmee, come get your flag. Kissimmee? Kissimmee. Okay. Orlando, come get your flag.
I'll get it.
Sanford, come get your flag. Sanford. Okay, I hear Sanford.
Y'all better hurry up.
Yeah, come on, Sanford.
Thank you, babe. There she goes. There she goes.
Come get your flag. Gainesville, come get your flag. Lakeland, come get your flag. Melbourne, come get your flag. Port St. Lucie, come get your flag. Tampa, come get your flag. St. Petersburg, come get your flag. Let me see, who was it? I missed it.
Anybody need?
We're going on the stage. Pensacola! Sarasota, come get your flag!
Come on, Sarasota. Geneva's here.
All right, photographers, are you ready? All right, everybody, on three, we're saying drag queen. 1, 2, 3. Let them hear you at the Capitol, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the front row. Twyla Holiday here from Orlando, Florida.
Okay, cool. So what's going on today?
We're here participating in the Drag Queen March 2023. We want to make sure that our voices are heard, that we are seen. This legislation that has recently passed is a direct attack of LGBTIQ people, our trans brothers and sisters, our allies, especially our children, especially the children of the LGBT community. And we are here to let everybody at the Capitol know that we are here in mass numbers and we are not going anywhere. And we will never, ever go back in the closet.
Are we expecting to see any politicians at the Capitol? Anybody? Are we expecting to see any reactionaries or anything?
I sure hope that we see somebody comes on out to see what's going on. I think we're going to be out there. They're going to notice a lot of red, and they're going to want to know what's going on. So I do anticipate some people coming out and visiting. We are going into the Capitol at some point today to meet with the local legislators, and hopefully we can let them know our stories, because that's what needs to be heard, not the fictitious stories that are portrayed through the news on who we are as a group of people.
Oh, we love it. Yes, close up.
Are you Orlando?
Jacksonville.
Jax, okay. So how's it going today, everybody?
It's
Amazing.
We're happy with the turnout. We're not scared. We've been fighting this fight for a long time, and we will continue to fight. Thank you, officer.
You're welcome.
is not a crime. Drag 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 is not a crime.
Yes, I think today is very important because if you look at the history of most things, it first starts off with the black people, then it starts off with the women, then they go to the gays. So now that they've gotten rid of the blacks, they are done with stuff with the abortion, now they're ready to do the alphabet community, and we're not having it. We're here in the Capitol to let the girls know what time it is. So time is up, and we're reclaiming our time. Yes, ma'am. Come on, I'm ready. It's happening. It's happening.
Oh, we're great. We're here. Crime is not a crime. Drag is not a crime. We're not going anywhere, baby. We have all this.
When drag queens are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When drag kings are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. When drag queens are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Drag kings are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back.
I am here, I am energized, I am with a lot of activists who are here to stand up for their rights and to show the world that we're not going to back down. We are going to make sure people know we're all about equality, we're about bringing people together, we're family friendly, we are about love and acceptance.
You let social media know. You let your friends know. You let your family know. You are somebody. And what we do matters. What we do matters.
Yes.
We are waiting for the young lady who has the wheelchair and the young lady with the crutches. She's just as important as all the rest of us, and she's our ally. Okay, when they get there, I want us to do a photo op moment, and I need you all to be the photographers. On the count of three, I need, if you have one of those flags, I want you to raise them up and wave them. And then go ahead and take some pictures and post it onto your social media. Because I don't know where you think, I don't know whether you know how significant this is. We're not just anywhere. We're on the seat of the power for this great state of Florida. We are not hiding in the shadows. We're on the steps of the state capitol for the mighty state of Florida. Everybody can stand on these steps. So, with that, oh, we got some sound over here. I need you all to go ahead and flood your internet, flood your social media. I want the flags to wave to show them that we are here at the seat of power in the greatest state in this union in Florida. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure pleasure to introduce, this is the young lady who got us the bill. Not the bill, but the permit. I wish she did get us the bill. But she got us the permit to be here. She is my friend, and I have to say she is my friend. Long before she was a senator, she was my friend. She championed drag shows. She championed LGBTQ causes. She was not one of those that saw it was fashionable to do. She was always there sitting watching Miss Darcel do a show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, this is the Honorable, our Senator from the great state of Florida. This is Linda Stewart.
Is this on? Okay, first I had to find where it is. Thank you, welcome everybody. Wow, that's all I gotta say. Y'all did it. You showed up and you're here. I don't know any other group that could have put this together as well as it has been put together throughout the entire state of Florida. Everybody here represents a city and a county that is throughout the state. We mean it. We are not going to stand by and let people destroy our lives. And I do welcome everybody here today with the bright red on. I kind of copied you. But you took your whole day off to travel up here to make your voices known, and believe me, we really do appreciate that. We're going to gather here today because why? We're protesting the Florida legislators' attack on freedom of expression and the entire LGBTQ community. The recently passed Senate Bill 1438, which now has gone through the Senate, gone through the House, and is on the governor's desk to sign, unfortunately. But he can't sign it right now because he's traveling all over the world. It does contain some really vague language that is meant to intimidate and silence our means of self-expression as well as our artistic form. And people don't realize drags are artistic people, and their expression is like no other. And I think that we need to make sure we educate people as to what our purpose is in life and what we're here for and what we can do. And I've already seen consequences of this bill in St. Lucie County, which is in Port St. Lucie, canceled their Pride celebration out of fear of being penalized under the new policy or facing punishment from the legislatures. I'm asking Orange County that I represent in the city of Orlando, however, to issue the permits. And I'm also encouraging every single municipality, city, and counties to issue the permits. There is nothing wrong with the Pride parades. It's an artistic expression. We've never done anything inappropriate, and we need to make sure that we continue our demonstrations and our way of living to the public, so maybe they can get a better understanding of, what needs to be legal and not legal. This, what they've done, is unconstitutional. We can't be intimidated. We can't erase who we are. And we must organize to stand up and against all these discriminatory policies. I know you'll do this because I see you here. I see you. And there are Floridians all over that see you too. So come out, be proud, demonstrate your abilities, help us get people elected that understand what is happening in Florida and try to get to the bottom of getting rid of these unconstitutional laws that I think that we can overturn them. We're just going to have to work really hard and find funding for lawyers to get out there. We have to get the lawyers involved now. But I know we got lawyers in the Dragon, and yes, we do. Raising money, yeah, but we can raise hell too. All right, now, I got somebody that has a few things to say. I was kind of holding off because wait till you hear him. What an inspiration he is. Our own Senator Chevron Jones. Please come up.
Now y'all done pulled me out of committee to come to something good. So first of all, I want to acknowledge your existence.
Amen. Yes, thank you.
And I also want to acknowledge the purpose that you all serve with being here today. And I also want to acknowledge and to affirm to you all that you are supposed to be here and there's nothing wrong with you. But then I want to talk to my colleagues because we're sitting in committee and I can't wait till they see y'all. Being uncomfortable is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. Learning more about what you don't know doesn't make you uneducated. It just means you don't know. Uncomfortability or you not knowing has never killed anyone, but your words and actions have. So there's this national idea that's floating around that transgender people and drag queens have a mental illness. I know that's not true. But not only is that a flaw, it's misguided and it's disrespectful. Come on now. There's this national idea that transgender people or drag queens and people who support them, they call us and you all groomers.
That's the church.
Yes, sir. Newsflash. I haven't seen a rise in a transgender person or a drag queen to touch someone inappropriately. Yeah. But I got news and a lot of evidence for other cis men who have touched individuals inappropriately. So I'm saying all of this to make it clear to you all that it's not you who are the enemy, because you're not the enemy. What's happening in this country and around the state of Florida and those who are doing it, unfortunately, you are the enemy of Floridians and people across this country. And that's causing what we're seeing across the country today. What we see, y'all, is performative politics.
Okay.
Because while Fort Lauderdale is damn near underwater,
Come on now.
we have to be here fighting for our existence to let them know that we're supposed to be here. While the insurance crisis is where it's at, and people are about to see rates jump almost 60%. We have to come here right now to express our existence once again, that we are supposed to be here. So here, and I'm about to go off script, because I think it's important that you all understand that they are temporary. Our existence has been here for a long time. And I need you all to walk bold and proud, making it clear that we've done this before and we're gonna do it again. And it's crazy enough, y'all, to believe that they try to cut down seeds that have been through tough weather before. It seems as if they are trying to come against a community of individuals who have gone before us and who are with us right now, making it clear that y'all can do this because we did too. I'll end, I'm usually more preachy than this.
Take your time.
But I'm gonna end with this unfortunate situation. Here's the unfortunate thing about all of this. That the arc of the moral universe is very long. But here's one thing I am convinced of, Carlos Guillermo Smith. I know they say that it always bends back towards justice. That's true. It will bend towards justice. Because let me tell you why. As I look here in this crowd, don't nothing out there seem dead to me. And why they call this woke ideology, I'm so damn proud. We are wide awake. Because, can y'all repeat after me, in just a few more days? No, say it like you mean, in just a few more days. We're gonna be all right. In just a few more days. We're gonna be all right. In just a few more days. We're gonna be all right. Because this is what democracy looks like. 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 Stay woke.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage. She is from our homeland in Orlando, Florida. This is, oh my God, she is on fire. This is Congresswoman Eskamani.
How's it going, my queens and kings? Y'all, I don't think I've seen this many Clack fans ever in Tallahassee. I am obsessed. Oh my God, they will not stop the Quack revolution. Yeah, I am so thrilled to join you today. Again, my name is Eskamani. And I'm so proud to be standing alongside my queens and kings as we fight back against the homophobic and transphobic agenda of Florida Republicans. And stand in solidarity with our incredibly diverse communities and states. As it was mentioned, I represent the Orlando area, so shout out to my 407 peeps in the room. I also do want to give a quick shout out to Darcel for your amazing leadership. Because we
We would not be here, Darcel, if it wasn't for you. And so let's get to work, y'all. We are here today fighting back against these dangerous bills. And as someone who does represent the community of Orlando, we embrace all people and see diversity as a strength, not a weakness. We see diversity as something that should be celebrated, not villainized. And that's why, again, I stand here with y'all proudly in support of love and diversity and inclusivity and against extremism, homophobia, and transphobia. Now, so much of the conservative opposition to the LGBTQ plus community is intentional disinformation campaigns designed to not only create division, but to cause harm. Let me be clear, we have literally seen Nazis protest drag queen events. We have seen dangerous people threaten those that we care about and we love just because of who they are. That ain't right. And words have impact. And so when my Republican colleagues use rhetoric like describing members of the trans community as demons and imps and mutants, they better understand not only how offensive that is, but how dangerous that is. And what my GOP colleagues refuse to understand or accept is that identifying as LGBTQ plus is not only normal, it is fucking fabulous. And that we should celebrate people being their authentic selves, not demonize it. And drag for so many is not only a part of their life, but it's their job. I thought Republicans were job creators. You're literally crushing jobs by villainizing members of the LGBTQ plus community. The number of small businesses that thrive on drag. I'm sure folks here have either been to or performed at Island Time in my district. In the case of Orlando, drag brings tourists away from just the I-4 corridor and I-Drive, and it brings them to the heart of our cities. It creates culture. It helps those that are struggling with their identity to be themselves and to have fun doing it. Pulse nightclub is in my district. And so I want to acknowledge not only the pain that brings, but the power that we have found in pain in continuing to dance loudly and unapologetically and to be ourselves. And there are so many drag queens that lost friends at Pulse who navigated so much trauma, and yet they put their high heels on, they strapped those wigs in, and they raised money for Pulse survivors and their families. That's what drag is about. Drag is about love, solidarity, joy. It's about sharing one's experiences. It's about lip syncing Beyonce. It's about ensuring that no matter where you come from or who you love or your gender identity, that you belong. And I have to remind my colleagues this on the far right all the time, that if you don't like drag, then don't go to a drag show. But let me tell y'all, what really irks me is the number of my Republican colleagues who say these awful things, who vote for these terrible bills, and honey, they've never been to a drag show. But don't worry, I have invited them, because I think once you go to a drag show, you cannot vote for these bills, and you will realize the type of love and joy and art we're talking about. And finally, for those who think watching a drag show turns you gay, which, to be clear, literally there are people who think that. I should be gay, which life would be much easier if I was, but let me be clear. If your child is gay, it is not because they went to a drag show. It is who they are. demonizing those that you don't understand, instead of otherizing the LGBTQ plus community, you should lead with love and accept your child for who they are. And so, with that, I want to thank you all for being here. I got to run back to the House floor where we are debating some really bad bills, including one that would deny medical care to members of the LGBTQ plus community. And so please forgive me as I dash back to the House floor, but I also invite y'all to come join us in the fourth floor of the state capitol. I want to hear those clock fans, Ms. Darcel, from the chamber, all right? I want to hear them from the chamber. So with that, y'all, keep on keeping on. Remember that change doesn't happen with a quick burst of energy or enthusiasm. It happens with a consistent persistence for something greater than ourselves. So let's keep on the fight. Thanks, y'all.
Congresswoman Eskamani. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's getting hot out there. We got a couple of more speeches and then we're gonna head to the fourth floor. We're gonna walk peacefully, but we're gonna walk and they're gonna hear us.
What's up, fam? How we doing? Wow. First and foremost, let me just state that when Darcel approached me and asked me to be one of the Tampa coordinators for this, I had no clue what I was doing. Much like the very first time I came to Tallahassee, I had no idea, but I remember that consistently throughout the past 40 to 50 days, this one thing remained the same, and it's the feeling that I get in the pit of my stomach the second the phone rings or somebody makes a post or I learn about something that's a little unsettling and I get uncomfortable. And I literally, every time I feel it, I always want to remind everybody that anytime you feel that feeling, I want you to do what I did, okay? I want you to lean into that feeling of uncomfortability, because it's in the uncomfort that we grow. It's in uncomfort that we learn. It's in uncomfort that we become the best versions of ourselves, because only in uncomfort can you once again become comfortable. I was asked to come here today to tell you my story. Everybody say yay. So I was born and raised in the Bronx, New York, and I moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania when I graduated high school to start college, and that was where I saw my first drag show. And I remember being in the audience, and I remember seeing 3 drag queens perform. I remember specifically one, her name is Anastasia. I love you if you're seeing this. Know you're my idol for so many reasons, but she did. Carrie Underwood, I dug my keys into his car. Yeah, before he cheats, yes. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I could do this. And I remember, as somebody who grew up with Janet Jackson as my stage idol, if you guys have ever seen me perform Janet, I love Janet. And I remember thinking, I could do the choreography and make money. I was like, this could pay for college. I was like, this could be the next thing. And so when I started doing drag, I did it because it was an opportunity to put my talent as a dancer out there. It was an opportunity for me to express myself as a woman, which I could not admit out loud at that time in my life that I was. It was a chance for me to see how the world would treat me and ask me, just like most people come out as bisexual before they come out as gay because they're scared to be gay, right? I know all y'all have done it. I did it. I was one of them, right? I've been everything in the book. I've been every letter in the lineup, let me tell you. In the Jabitiqua, I have done them all, let me tell you. I actually tried them all twice just to make sure I wasn't, I was like, just to make sure. No, but in that moment, I had no idea what drag was gonna do for me. I did not know that it was gonna help me become an entertainer who has now traveled all over the US without a title or a TV show. I have traveled to other countries and performed and shared my story. I have now spoken in front of the Democratic caucus as an entertainer, as a trans woman. Drag opened up so many doors for me and it never shut them. So drag has been a catalyst, and it will always be a catalyst for the future of entertainers for the future of our community, because it gives us a platform unlike any other. My college education did not give me that, which, by the way, I did complete my master's in psychology. And for those of you on TikTok who don't understand that you can have a doctorate in psychology, it's called a PsyD. Google it before you come for me, baby, because my education is not up for debate. I'm here to be a symbol. I'm here to be something. I'm here to tell you that you can do anything you want to do, because I have achieved things greater than anything I could ever imagine, because I put on a pair of heels and a wig and danced around for 4.5 minutes and lost my breath more times than Sierra has ever, okay? Drag changed my life. It brought me to Florida, where I met the amazing trans women who have helped me become the beautiful woman I am, like Angelica Sanchez, Esme Russell, Amy DeMilo, Chevelle Brooks, Uni Carey, Chantel DeMarco. As I stand here, I am so overjoyed at the outreach that has come out here today, because once again, a word that is going to be the word for 2023 all the way through 2024, and it is visibility. For the first time in a long time, I feel seen. And everyone here in a red shirt, you are seen. And you are heard. Your screams will be remembered in history, because today they can no longer say we don't exist. They can't say that we don't have power in our words, in our movements, in our choices. They cannot take anything from us any longer. No bill, no ban will stop us from existing. No bill, no ban will stop us from breathing. No bill, no ban will stop us from doing what needs to be done, because we the community, we are the change the future needs to see. So right here, right now, you all stood up today. You got on buses at 5 in the morning. Tampa, we got together last night at 7 p.m. and rode a bus together in solidarity and came overnight. Raised over $15,000 in 40 days to send people here to learn about lobbying and legislation. We put people on the map. I'm tired of sitting in the background and waiting for the world to change. So I stood up and I became one motion of it. But now I have a wave. And one thing about waves is they can be as small and they can tickle your feet, or they can be tsunamis and they can tear down cities. And we will not, we will not be stopped. Make sure that you guys look at the people who stand to the left of me. These representatives, they fight for us daily. I have had the pleasure of seeing so many of them. To the ones that are not here, Books and Davis and Driscoll. And we have my girl, Michelle Rayner Goolsby from St. Petersburg. When I tell you these people fight for us every single time they're on the floor, they say amazing things. They ask questions that truly are groundbreaking. And even though they know they will not win that fight right there, they never stop. And one thing that I love, that I'm sorry you came here, I'm stealing your words. Midnight may be upon us, but the sun will rise in the morning. Thank you.